Very good morning to all of you. So, in the last lecture, we have discussed about the type of adsorption, okay, and the major application of adsorption, okay. So, let's move on to the next topic, that is colloidal state of matter, okay. So, there was a scientist named Thomas Graham, okay. So, Thomas Graham in 18th century. Okay, so Thomas Graham in 18th century did some experiments. Okay, in order to check the nature of any substance. Okay, so he do some experiments. He did some experiments with animal membrane. Okay, and he passed some substances through this membrane. Okay, some substances through. Okay, he did some experiment in order to check the nature of any substance. Okay, so he passed some substances through animal membrane. ठीक है, animal membrane, it is also known as, we have already learned about this membrane, that is semi permeable membrane. Okay, substances through pass substances through animal membrane or semi-permeable membrane. Okay, semi-permeable means which can permit only the passage of one component. Okay, semi-permeable membrane, and only solvent will able to pass through this membrane. Okay, now so he checked the diffusibility of different substances through the animal membrane. ठीक है, whether a particular substance is whether their aqueous solution of any substance is diffused through this membrane or not. Okay, so on the basis of these experiments, he divided the substances into two types. First one is crystalloids, and the second one is colloids. Okay, so crystalloids, Graham told that crystalloids are those substances which can easily diffuse through this membrane. Okay, for example, we have NaCl, sugar solution. Okay, so these all are considered to be as crystalloids. While some substances like starch, gum, gelatin. Okay, these substances he told them as colloids. Okay, they cannot easily diffuse. Okay, they cannot diffuse through the semi permeable membrane. ठीक है, they not able to diffuse through this membrane. Okay, semi permeable membrane, SPM. Okay, but on the other hand, crystalloids, their aqueous solution. Okay, we are talking about the aqueous solution. So the aqueous solution of NaCl, sugar, it can easily diffuse through the semi permeable membrane. That is why they, and one more thing, these all substances are in crystalline form. They are present in crystalline form, that is why they are known as crystalloids. And on the other hand, these substances are non-crystalline in nature, so that is why he categorized them as colloids. But this theory failed because after some time, a crystalloid can also act as a colloid. Okay, for example, this NaCl, when it is in water, ठीक है, जब ये water में है, then it will act as a crystalloid. But when we take NaCl with benzene, ठीक है, and then the solution which we get, okay, when we prepare a solution of NaCl with benzene, then we get a solution which cannot able to pass through the semi-permeable membrane. Okay, or it will act as a colloid. So this theory was failed because a crystalloid can also act as a colloid. Okay, now then what are the definitions of colloid, or what is the definition of crystalloid? Okay, or why we are calling them as crystalloid or colloids? Okay, actually it is more proper to speak, the proper speaking is to say them as state. Okay, because they will form different state. For example, this NaCl, when we take it in water, then it form a crystalloid state, and when we take NaCl in benzene, then it will form a colloidal state. Okay, so the name was changed from crystalloid to colloidal state. Colloids to colloidal state and crystalloids to crystalloid state. Okay, so these are considered to be as states. Now, what is the basic difference? Actually, the basic difference is in the size of the particle which is formed after the solution. Okay. For example, the size in case of NaCl plus water solution is small as compared to the size in NaCl plus benzene solution. Okay. Because we all know that NaCl plus water का जो solution बना है, it can be easily pass through the semi-permeable membrane, but the solution which is formed from NaCl plus benzene is not able to pass through the semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so we categorize them on the basis of their size of the particle. Okay, so the size of the crystalloids is ranges from 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay, and it will form a colloidal solution. Okay, the size of the colloids, the particles is 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay, so this is the whole theory, how we get this colloidal state. ठीक है, तो ये सारा थ्योरी था, इसका थ्योरी पार्ट था, बट और लिमिटेशन थी जो जो थ्योरी जो हमने दी थी. Okay, and the main criteria to distinguish crystalloids from colloid is their particle size. After the formation of solution, what is the particle size? Now, in case of crystalloid they can easily form a true solution. ठीक है, तो crystalloid क्या है, true solution बनाएंगे. So for true solution the size of particle is even less than 1 nanometer. Okay, even less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. And for colloidal solution, okay, for colloidal solution the size of particle is ranges from 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. In some books it is written as 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. In Dinesh publication of 9th class, it is written as 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. And there are substances which will form a suspension. Okay, and the size range is from greater than 1000 nanometer. Okay, so these are the three states which we have to discuss. Okay, true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Okay, so let's discuss the points of differences between these three states, and these points of differences are very important. Okay, so the first point of difference is their nature. Okay, so we will also write the property on the basis of which we will distinguish these three. So property, and we have next we have is suspension. So firstly we have true solution. Okay, and then we have colloids or colloidal solution, and then we have suspension. Okay, so the first property is, here we have the serial number. The first property is nature. Okay, so the nature is these colloidal true solutions are homogeneous. Okay, they are homogeneous in nature. Okay, homogeneous means they are uniform throughout. Okay, they are uniform throughout. Similarly, colloidal solutions are also homogeneous. Okay, they are also homogeneous. And if we talk about suspension, they are heterogeneous. If we talk about suspension, they are heterogeneous. Okay, so this is the nature. True solution are homogeneous and colloidal solution are heterogeneous. Similarly, suspensions are also heterogeneous. Okay, so so they are also heterogeneous. Sorry, because they are also not uniform throughout. The concentration is not same at all points. Okay, uniform means concentration is same. Thus concentration of the solution is same in bottom as well as on the top, but in case of heterogeneous the concentration is not same in the bottom as well as on the top. Okay, so this is the first point of difference. The second is filterability. Filterability means they can pass through membrane or not. Okay, now a true solution they can easily pass through both filter paper. The pores of animal membrane is even more smaller than that of filter paper. Okay, can easily pass through both filter paper and SPM. Okay, and if we talk about colloidal solution, they can pass through filter paper but not through SPM. Okay, तो SPM से पास नहीं हो सकते. And if we talk about suspension, neither through filter paper nor through SPM. ठीक है, दोनों से ही नहीं पास हो सकते. Okay, so we have to keep in our mind that true solutions are always formed by crystalloids. Okay, and colloidal solution are always formed by colloids. Okay, so the next point of difference is their visibility. So the visibility is if we talk about the appearance. Okay, appearance. So appearance की अगर बात की जाए, true solutions are transparent and colloidal solutions are translucent and suspensions are opaque. Okay, so this is the third point of difference. The fourth one is their okay, take the visibility again. Visibility. Okay, so true solution, they are not invisible. The substances are not visible through the naked eye. Okay, or we cannot even see them under some microscope. Okay, so can be visible under ultra microscope. Okay, and in suspension can be seen through naked eye. ठीक है, तो naked eye से भी देख सकते हैं हम. Okay, so suspension is like a solution of mud. Okay, mud in water, तो वो naked eye से तो हम देख ही सकते हैं. Okay, next is settling. This is a very important point. Settling. ठीक है, so true solution cannot settle, and if we talk about colloidal solution, they also not settle, but cannot settle on standing. ठीक है, अगर हम इसको रखें काफी देर तक तो पार्टिकल जो है सेटल नहीं होते. If we talk about colloidal solution, can be settle by centrifugation only. ठीक है, centrifugation मशीन से ही हम इसको क्या कर सकते हैं, सेटल कर सकते हैं. And in the case of suspension, easily settle down on standing. Easily settle down on standing. Okay, तो ये पॉइंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंस हमें याद रखने हैं. Okay, and the fifth property is Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect is not shown by true solution. They can only be shown by colloidal solution. ठीक है, तो colloidal solution is कर सकता है. And there are some other points like diffusibility. The diffusibility हमने पढ़ ही लिया. ठीक है, true solution can be easily diffused. colloidal उससे कम, और suspension होता ही नहीं है. ठीक है, so these are the some points of difference between true solution, colloids, and suspension. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the colloidal solution only. Okay, so now if if uh, if colloids are mixed with any solvent, okay, they will give colloidal solution. ठीक है, तो अभी हमारे पास colloidal solution बनता है. Like in case of a true solution, we have two components, solute and solvent. So here these colloids are known as dispersed phase. Sorry, dispersed phase. Okay, and the solvent which we use in which this dispersed phase is getting dissolved is known as dispersion medium. ठीक है, उसे हम dispersion medium कहते हैं. And the colloids are known as dispersed phase. Okay, so this dispersed phase when dissolved in dispersion medium we will get a colloidal solution. ठीक है, तो ये चीज आपको याद रखना है. How we will get a colloidal solution when dispersed phase are getting dissolved in dispersion medium, they will form a colloidal solution. Okay, now classification of colloidal solution. The first classification is based on the physical state. ठीक है, तो पहले फिजिकल स्टेट के बेस पे हम इनको क्लासिफाई करते हैं. देन वी विल मूव ऑन टू द नेचर. ओके, तो फिजिकल स्टेट के बेस पे अगर हम इसको क्लासिफाई करें, वी विल गेट नियर अबाउट 7 or 8 टाइप on the basis of physical state. Basis of physical state. तो सारा चैप्टर ही थ्योरेटिकल है, बट एज वेल एज स्कोरिंग. ठीक है, इंटरेस्टिंग एज वेल एज स्कोरिंग. सो डिस्पर्स फेस एंड नेक्स्ट डिस्पर्शन मीडियम. Okay, so dispersed phase, dispersion medium. So for example, if we have first one is let's take the dispersed phase as same. I'm taking it as solid. ठीक है, तो मैंने तीनों केसेस में solid लिया, but here I have solid, liquid and then gas. ठीक है, तो मैंने ये दो चीजें ली हैं यहाँ पे. Now if we have solid okay, sorry. So if we have solid dissolving solid, okay, so dispersed phase भी अगर solid है and dispersion medium भी अगर solid है, it means that we are dissolving a solid into solid. ठीक है, तो example क्या हो सकते हैं इसके. and firstly जो colloidal solution जो बना उसका name क्या होगा. this is known as solid sol. ठीक है, उसको हम solid sol कहेंगे. and the examples are, okay, there is no space of example here. Okay, so I am writing the example over where can I write. Okay, so I am writing it over here. Okay, I am discussing the examples below. So solid plus solid, for example, if we have some glasses or alloys. Okay, some glasses. So glasses are the examples of solid soil. Okay, glasses. And next we have solid in liquid. Okay, the solid in liquid, like we have smoke or any dust particle in air. Okay, so we have smoke. Smoke is the very good example. Okay, smoke. And we have some paints. Okay, so paints, paint is a very good example of solid in liquid. Okay, so paint. Okay, so that and it is known as sol, only a sol. And solid in gas is known as aquasol. Okay, or it is known as aerosol. So solid in gas का जो example है वो smoke होगा, बहुत अच्छा. ठीक है, so the example of solid in gas is smoke. Okay, so example of solid in solid is glasses. Example of solid in liquid is paints. Okay, paints. And the example of solid in gas is our smoke. Okay, smoke. So smoke is a very good example. Okay, next we have liquid. Okay, now I'm again taking the second case. The fourth one is if we have all the dispersed phase as liquid. Okay, liquid, and the sixth one is also liquid. Okay, and I'm taking first dispersed medium, मैंने solid लिया, liquid लिया, and then we have again gas. Okay, now liquid in solid, what we get, this is known as gel, and liquid in liquid is known as emulsion. Okay, liquid in liquid is known as emulsion, and emulsion are also of two types, oil in water and water in oil. ठीक है, oil in water भी हो सकता है और water in oil भी हो सकता है. So both are of different nature. Okay, and the last one is again known as aerosol. Okay, liquid in gas, this is also known as aerosol. Now the examples are liquid in solid. So liquid in solid का जो सबसे बड़ी example है that is butter. Okay, the best example is butter. So example number one of liquid in solid is butter. लिक्विड इन लिक्विड का एग्जांपल तो आपको पता ही है, ऑयल प्लस वाटर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ऑयल प्लस वाटर, दिस इज आल्सो वेरी गुड एग्जांपल. एंड लिक्विड इन गैस. नाउ लिक्विड इन गैस का क्या एग्जांपल हमारे पास हो सकता है? द बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज फॉग. ओके, तो द फॉग जो है वो बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है. फॉग हो गया, फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव वाटर वेपर्स. ठीक है, इन एयर, तो वो भी बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल हो सकता है लिक्विड इन गैस का. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वी हैव द सेवंथ वन इज इफ वी हैव गैसेस. सो गैसेस इन गैसेस वाला तो होगा नहीं केस, क्योंकि गैसेस इन गैसेस विल नॉट फॉर्म अ कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन. ठीक है, वो एक ट्रू सॉल्यूशन की तरह ही काम करेगा. नाउ गैसेस इन सॉलिड. ओके, सो गैसेस इन सॉलिड एंड गैसेस इन लिक्विड. नाउ सो गैसेस इन सॉलिड का क्या एग्जांपल हो सकता है हमारे पास? सो गैसेस इन सॉलिड आर नोन एज फोम. ओके, तो पहले तो इसे हम फोम कहेंगे, सॉलिड फोम. एंड गैसेस इन लिक्विड आर नोन एज फोम. नाउ व्हाट आर इट्स एग्जांपल? सो गैस इन अ सॉलिड, इसका सबसे बड़ी एग्जांपल जो है दैट इज स्पॉन्ज. ओके, स्पॉन्ज इज अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल. In sponge we have gas in solid. Sponge is a very good example. Okay, and the gas in liquid in aerated drinks, in soft drinks. ठीक है, soft drinks में क्या होता है हमारे पास? CO2 is present in the liquid. Okay, so in soft drinks जो है वो बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है फोम का. ठीक है, gas in liquid. So out of these 8, the most important are this gel is very important. ठीक है, जेल, इमल्शन एंड फोम. ओके, सो sorry, this sol. So these three are very very important: sol, emulsion and gel. And in CBSE these two are the most important, emulsion and gel. ठीक है, तो emulsion and gel पे बहुत क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, and we will discuss them in brief again. ओके, emulsion को भी और gel को भी हमने बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है आगे. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नेचर. ओके, सो नेचर के बेस पे यहाँ पे दो क्लासिफिकेशन की गई है. द फर्स्ट वन इज लियोफिलिक सोल एंड द सेकंड वन इज लियोफोबिक सोल. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सोल्स. ओके, सोल की हम बात कर रहे हैं. सोल इज सॉलिड इन लिक्विड. ओके, so we are talking about soul. सोल्स क्या होते हैं हमने अभी पढ़ा. सोल्स होते हैं हमारे पास सॉलिड इन लिक्विड. ओके, जिसमें हमने डिस्पर्स फेज क्या लिया है? लिक्विड. सॉरी, डिस्पर्शन मीडियम हमने लिक्विड लिया है और डिस्पर्स फेज इज सॉलिड लिया है. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द नेचर, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नेचर ऑफ bonding, or you can say on the basis of nature of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. ओके ठीक है, हम नेचर ये किसका ले रहे हैं, सॉल्युबिलिटी का देख रहे हैं। ठीक है, नेचर ऑफ इंटरेक्शन की अगर बात करें तो हाउ दिस डिस्पर्स फेज इंटरेक्ट विद डिस्पर्शन मीडियम, उसका बेसिस पे ऑन द नेचर ऑफ द ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन, ओके, इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन डिस्पर्स फेज एंड डिस्पर्शन मीडियम। तो ये दो तरीके से हमने क्लासिफाई करा है। द फर्स्ट वन इज नोन एज लेओफिलिक सोल, okay, leophilic soil, and the second one is known as leophobic soil. Now what is the main difference? Leophobic soil, okay, what is the main difference? So the main difference is leophilic soil जो होते हैं they can easily form, okay, they can easily form the colloidal solution with any substances. For example we have starch हो गया, ठीक है, so they can easily form the colloidal solution, okay, with any dispersed medium, okay. So these are known as leophilic soil, and this formation is reversible. And on the other hand, if we talk about the leophobic soil, so they cannot it cannot easily form, ठीक है. So leophilic soil क्या होता है? So when we dissolve, there are some substances like starch, gum, gelatin. They can easily they can easily dissolve in any dispersion medium to form a colloidal solution. But on the other hand, leophobic soil cannot be easily formed. ठीक है? They cannot be easily formed. They cannot be easily hydrated. ठीक है? If we take the dispersion medium as water, then लेओफोबिक को हम लेओफिलिक को हाइड्रोफिलिक बोलते हैं और लेओफोबिक को हाइड्रोफोबिक बोलते हैं. एज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड लर्नड अबाउट दीज टू लेओफिलिक एंड लेओफोबिक इन सोप टॉपिक, ओके, इन द टॉपिक ऑफ सोप. तो हमने 10th में पढ़ा हुआ है सोप वाले टॉपिक में भी. नाउ तो लेओफिलिक क्या हुआ? लेओफिलिक में क्या होता है? some substances like starch, they can easily form colloidal solution, ठीक है. And on the other hand, leophobic soil क्या होता है? It cannot be easily formed, okay. There are some substances which cannot easily form colloidal solution. They are known as leophobic soil, okay. Now let's discuss some points of difference between these two, okay. So generally they are sulfides, ठीक है. तो sulfides जो होते हैं they will not form colloidal solution, okay. So you have to write the definition that leophobic soil क्या होते हैं? There are some substances like starch, gelatin. They can easily form colloidal solution, okay, with any dispersion medium. But on the other hand, there are some substances like sulfides which cannot easily form leophobic soil, ठीक है. Actually they will start making aggregates, ठीक है. Aggregates means they will start forming the solid. तो solution नहीं बन पाता, इसकी जगह क्या हो जाता है कि एक प्रेसिपिटेट फॉर्म बन जाती है, दैट इज नोन एज लेओफोबिक, ठीक है. तो प्रेसिपिटेट की फॉर्मेशन हो जाती है, एग्रीगेट्स बन जाते हैं. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड लेओफिलिक में क्या होता है? द सॉल्यूशन विल फॉर्म, ठीक है, द सॉल्यूशन विल फॉर्म. सो नाउ द मेन पॉइंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंस इज, द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज, आई एम जस्ट डिस्कसिंग विद यू. The first point is the ease of preparation, okay. The preparation, leophilic and leophobic का जो main difference है, the first point is the preparation, ठीक है. अगर हम preparation की बात करें तो they can easily form, and if we talk about leophobic, cannot easily form, ठीक है. तो इसको फॉर्म करने के लिए हमें कुछ स्पेशल मेथड्स यूज करने पड़ते हैं लेओफोबिक को. एंड लेओफिलिक तो इजीली फॉर्म हो जाता है बाय जस्ट डिसॉल्विंग इन द डिस्पर्शन मीडियम, ओके. नाउ द सेकंड पॉइंट इज द स्टेबिलिटी. सो एज दे आर इजीली फॉर्म्ड, ओके, सो दे आर मोर स्टेबल. तो ये बहुत ज्यादा स्टेबल होते हैं, एंड इट इज लेस स्टेबल. And if we talk about the hydration, ठीक है, वाटर में डिसॉल्व होने की अगर बात करें और द सॉल्वेंट में डिसॉल्व होने की बात करें, highly hydrated. Okay, they are highly hydrated and they are less hydrated. They are less hydrated. And the next point is their viscosity, or we can also okay, next is viscosity. So the main difference is the viscosity. ठीक है, if we talk about लेओफिलिक सोल, तो लेओफिलिक में क्या होता है, तो जो सॉल्यूशन बनता है उसकी विस्कोसिटी हाई होती है, ठीक है, हायर देन दैट ऑफ द सब्सटेंस, ठीक है. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड द विस्कोसिटी ऑफ लेओफोबिक इज सेम. ओके, ठीक है, the viscosity will remain the same, is almost the same as that of dispersion phase of a dispersion medium. ठीक है, तो जो colloidal solution बना उसकी viscosity and the viscosity of dispersed phase and dispersion medium are same, but in case of leophilic the viscosity is of colloidal solution is high as compared to the viscosity of the dispersed phase or dispersion medium. And the next point is substances. Okay, the examples में हम लिख सकते हैं स्टार्च हो गया, गम हो गया, ठीक है, जेलेटिन हो गया, और इसमें सल्फाइड्स हो गए, मेटल सल्फाइड्स. ओके, मेटल सल्फाइड्स, ठीक है. तो जनरली मेटल सल्फाइड्स जो है वो इनऑर्गेनिक नेचर के होते हैं, ठीक है. सो ऑर्गेनिक नेचर वाले में लेओफिलिक आता है एंड इनऑर्गेनिक मेटल सल्फाइड जो है वो लेओफोबिक में आता है. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज रिवर्सिबल नेचर, ठीक है. नेचर की अगर बात करें तो लेओफिलिक कैन बी इजीली रिवर्सिबल, दे आर रिवर्सिबल इन नेचर, बट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट लेओफोबिक, नॉन रिवर्सिबल. Okay, what is the meaning of reversible? Reversible means if we make the solution, okay, अगर हमने solution बना लिया, after the formation of solution we can easily separate it into dispersed phase and dispersion medium, ठीक है. By doing some experiment we can easily रिवर्स द रिएक्शन, ठीक है. कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन से हम दोबारा से डिस्पर्स फेज और डिस्पर्शन मीडियम बना सकते हैं, बट इन केस ऑफ लेओफोबिक वी कैन नॉट रिवर्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द सेकंड क्लासिफिकेशन एंड नेक्स्ट classification we will discuss in the next class, that is on the basis of the size. Okay, so there are three types of that is multimolecular or macromolecular and micelle formation, aggregates बन जाते हैं like in case of soaps and detergent. Okay, so we will discuss them later. I hope you found this lecture very helpful, and do revise all the concept from the textbook also. And thank you so much for watching the lecture.